Hello, friends. Welcome to Story Behind Podcast. This is the show for people who love hearing a good story and who believe the world could use more positivity. We're the team behind GodUpdates and God2, and we hope these weekly short stories will brighten your day.
Woman finds the most precious message inside her thrift store purchase. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. A woman finds the most precious message inside her thrift store purchase, and you won't believe what it says. Angelina Palumbo walked into Goodwill the way she always did, hands ready to sift through forgotten treasures, heart open to the stories tucked between old book pages and vinyl grooves. She never expected to find a message from the past waiting for her in the sleeve of a $3 jazz record. "I love Goodwill," Angelina said, her eyes shining. "You find treasures, and going to Goodwill is how I try to find things thrifted and give a new purpose to them." She had gone looking for the sound of saxophones and trumpets on vinyl records, but what she found was something far more precious. Hidden inside the sleeve were 2 extra records, aged, delicate, and carrying voices from another era. The moment she set the needle down, time folded in on itself. "It's like a voice from 1954, Angelina whispered. "The husband is saying that he loves and misses her, and he thinks about her often. The wife, I believe, is saying that she works at the new armory." A husband and wife, their words recorded in the scratch and static of history. He was in the Air Force, she was home, waiting, working, longing for him like so many wives in that era. Their love pressed into grooves of black vinyl, carrying echoes of devotion from a world without cell phones, where waiting meant months, not minutes. Then she decided to see if she could find them. Angelina's hands trembled as she searched for them. She scoured Facebook, typed their names into Google, and reached out in every way she knew how. But the trail grew cold, their family slipping through her fingers like sand. "I tried looking them up on Facebook," she said, sighing. "I haven't been able to find anybody to contact because I don't know if their family is still in Minnesota or they're out in California." Still, she refuses to give up because she knows what it would mean if this belonged to her, if she could press play and hear her own grandparents' voices lifted across time, speaking love into their ears. "I know if I was his family, I would give a lot to hear my grandparents talk about each other," she said. "It's such a valuable piece of history for them, this family history. It's not the thing about love, it lingers. It doesn't need Instagram or Wi-Fi or even a mailbox. It waits in old records and handwritten letters, increased pages and stories passed down at dinner tables. It's the very breath of God weaving itself through time, a reminder that nothing, no distance, no war, no years, can erase the weight of love spoken." Having memories like this left behind is a great way to still have an impact on those future generations, Angelina reflected. And maybe that's what this discovery was always meant to do, to remind us that love is never really lost. It's just waiting, tucked away in the quiet places, waiting to be found again. But from everlasting to everlasting, the Lord's love is with those who fear him, and his righteousness with their children's children. Psalm 103:17.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Let me tell you that God's gonna cut you.
It's Holy Week in Jerusalem. Crowds welcome Jesus as king. Rebellion is in the air.
Jesus operates outside our jurisdiction.
Rome will descend on us all.
But instead of taking the throne, Jesus turns the tables.
My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of thieves.
The world will never be the same. Now in theaters, The Chosen, Last Supper. Get your tickets now.
All 4 of these best friends now live on the same street, and it's amazing. Written by Heather Riggleman, read by Julie Provost. All 4 of these best friends now live on the same street, and it's amazing. There's something about friendship that roots deep, like an old oak standing steady in the storms. It's the kind of gift that doesn't fade with time, but only grows stronger, stretching out its branches and offering shade and shelter when life feels too much. And when God weaves these friendships so tightly that you just don't share stories but sidewalks and morning coffee, you know it's something sacred. When she and her family settled into their home, Sarah Beth never imagined that she was planting the first seed of something extraordinary. But 10 years ago, Kelly found a house just around the corner, close enough to knock on the door when life got hard, but far enough to honor space and rest. And then, 3 years ago, Aaron stood in Sarah Beth's kitchen, laughing about how wild it would be to live right across the street. And just 1 year later, Christine made it official. One door down, one step closer to a life where friendship wasn't just a phone call away, but a few steps across the lawn. 4 women, 17 years of friendship, now living side by side, their own little village, built not by accident but by the providence of a God who knew they needed each other. Because life is full of highs and lows, and sometimes you just need someone who knows exactly how you like your coffee before you even say a word. Someone who will sit on your porch with you when the weight of the world is too much. Someone who will pick up your kid when you're running late, show up with soup when you're sick, or drag you out for a walk when you've been stuck in your own head too long. It's truly a blessing for me, Chrissy says. It feels like these girls are my sisters. Their bond isn't just about convenience, it's about intention. It's about knowing that friendship, real friendship, is a kind of love that reflects the heart of God. It's knowing when to show up and when to give space. It's growing together, but still standing strong as individuals. This isn't just about moving to the same street for Sarah Beth, Kelly, Aaron, and Christy. It's about the kind of friendship that moves mountains, the kind that reminds them that even in the busyness, even in the ordinary, God is at work, knitting hearts together, planting roots deep, and letting love flourish in everyday moments. Because sometimes the greatest blessings aren't found in big, loud miracles. Sometimes they're found in the friend who lives just next door. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. Proverbs 17:17.
Thank you so much for listening to Story Behind Podcast. We're really glad you joined us for this week's story. To see photos and videos that may have been referenced in this episode, check out the links in the show notes. And if you enjoyed what you heard today, subscribe to our podcast, and please tell a friend about us. We'd also love it if you'd rate us and leave us a review. It really does help more people find us. Story Behind is a Salem Web Network production.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.